Hey guys, so the latest beef between Tasha K and Cardi B have the internet talking. What happened? Who is at fault and how did this beef started? So apparently Cardi B made a comment about Amish Harding's stepson going out there to a concert instead of staying home and being sick worried about how he's doing. Harding was one of the 5 men who lost their life due to the submarine imploding. So Cardi B was making a comment. Why would this stepson go to a concert when his stepdad was missing at the time because the search and rescue mission was on? And so Cardi B was saying, well, he could have been home just manning the phone, just praying and hoping that his stepdad was okay. But he went to a concert instead. And she said if it was her, she would be homesick, worried. So he went to a Brink 182 concert. And I don't know, a lot of people, I guess, grieve differently. And I'm not sure if he knew at the time that his stepdad was gone, that he went to this concert. Was it before or after he found out? But I guess everyone is different. I would imagine some people would have went to the concert anyway because there's nothing they can do. And others would stay home, manning the phones, waiting for word. And it all depends on the relationship he and his stepfather had. Maybe they weren't close. So we have to take all those things into consideration as to why he went to this concert anyway. So then Tasha K responded to Cardi's comment about this young man, and Tasha K said, wasn't she posting GUNS right after Takeoff died, cutting up not long after his sudden takeoff? I'm just asking. Everyone grieves differently. That's what Tasha K posted, that Takeoff took off, and Cardi B posted all these GUNs. And she said, well, everyone grieved differently. That's all she's saying. Alluding to the fact that Brian was grieving in his own way. Why should he stay home and grieve? That's his own way of grieving. Everyone grieves differently. That's what Tasha K was pretty much saying. So, of course, because Takeoff just recently passed away months ago, and Cardi and Tasha K are not friends, of course she's going to clap back. And so Cardi B came out and said this about Tasha K. And she posted her comments as well as Tasha K comments. I guess she said, Tasha K was very despicable ASS. Bring up Takeoff to bring I lost weight. I couldn't eat, I couldn't sleep. So here, Cardi B's talking about the grieving she did. Me and my man still dealing with that to this day. I'm a rapper and we are targeted all the time. So of course I have GUNS for protection. But since you want to be funny for comments, I'm going to make sure your kids don't go to college. You think my lawyers don't know you're hiding money in Africa? I'm going to make sure I get every red cent of my $4 million. And then she closed by saying, don't ever put Takeoff's name in your mouth. Well, after Cardi B posted that, of course, Tasha K had to make her own video, and she came out with a video, and this is what she said in the video. But guys, before we get into the video, kindly hit the thumbs up bell, the like bell, as you get onto the page. And don't forget to subscribe if you have not done so as yet. This is a good time. So now let's get back to the video.
And you know what? I said, you know what? I'm going to keep fighting. So I filed the appeal. And I didn't lose the appeal based off of evidence. I lost the appeal based off of, they sucked. Everybody out here was trying to tell me my lawyers sucked, but I was so gung-ho on building my channel and, and keeping a roof, over our heads. My husband working, 2 jobs and stuff like that. But we made it work. And, even though it didn't go in our favor, we said we still gonna fight. But then, I'm gonna say this before I get off, because I'm done posting videos. I'm done. But the thing that she forgot is that I'm the media. I am the media. I'm the media. I have the power. Let me tell you how powerful I am. When y'all can get mad, y'all little minions, especially y'all black women that don't love yourselves. You guys want to rally behind a bitch that won't even spit on you if you was on fire. All y'all roaches, I call her an ant because she's shaped just like one. Let me just say this for those that like to talk shit, that like to relish, and Tasha K down, Tasha K down. Tasha K is not down. Tasha K is up. Okay? The blogs is up. The blogs is up. I'm the blogs. I am media. That's me. That's who I am. I have the power, and I ain't done it yet, but I can. I have the power to open up every single court transcript, partner with Hulu or Netflix or somebody, and produce a full-length documentary on everything that went down in this case.
But here's the thing, folks. Cardi B can do the same thing. She could hire a production company to produce the court hearing between herself and Tasha K and make money off of that. I'm telling you, these are the type of things that Tasha K should not be talking about if she's thinking about it. Because Cardi B is going to trump her and go do it before she can do it. So, certain things you got to keep to yourself. Let's continue to listen.
I can push this. I can put the test results out there. One black blog decided to go look at shit. The girl at the time, her money was longer than everybody. She ain't had none but time on her hands. She was spending hella money on blogs and on media sites pushing this narrative that I lied on her. I don't have no reason to lie on her. She ain't even that relevant. She's a one-hit wonder. But I'm done after this. I'm done. I ain't said that lady name in 2 years. I call her my sister-in-law because, yeah, we tied legally to each other, you know. And I wish her and her family nothing but the absolute best. But when you coming for the college tuition. First of all, whether I pay for college, I don't have to pay for college. My daughter is a 4.0 student. My son is being educated in one of the top schools in Africa right now. He started school before kids normally start school over here. He started school at 3. He's adding, subtracting, writing his name, reading. My son started reading at 3. You don't understand the type of family that my husband comes from. They're highly educated people. But one thing I learned in America is that the money is what speaks to the courts. And she succeeded, and I took my L. I took it proudly. I took it humbly. You know, I'm from the hood. We laugh about being broke. We laugh about going through shit. I ain't got no money. I ain't got it. That's just what it is. I done been broke before, so being broke now ain't nothing.
I think Tasha K is doing too much talking. A lot of the stuff that she has in mind that she needs to do, she's letting Cardi B know ahead of time. Like when she transferred that money to Africa, that's something she should not have put on the internet. She should have done that privately without anybody knowing. Also, when she said that she can get with a production team through Netflix or some other channel to produce a documentary about the trial between herself and Cardi B, that's something she should have kept to herself, because now Cardi B can do the same thing because she's got the money to do it. Those are things she should not be talking about. She's doing too much talking.
Okay? So all I'm saying is, if this narrative keeps going on that I said her dad was a rapist, that all of this stuff, like, I never said that. There's not one video. I never said Culture was going to come out of her and get a STD. All this stuff was made up. That is not even what the court case was about. All the allegations are in the case. But she's steady up under blogs talking shit. So I make a joke about it. That's what I do. You don't even know I be talking with the other blogs because she be under every post. People bringing up old shit and she's still relevant because she's mad about money that I do not have. I do not have for me. If I had it, I would give it to you. I really would give it to her. That's the type of person I am. That's why when you saw me file for bankruptcy, there was not that much debt because I pay my bills. But this bill is too big, so I had to file a Chapter 11.
Again, Tasha K made a mistake when she disclosed that she was transferring all that thousands of dollars over in that Mali bank. And she was boasting at the time, but these are the things that will come back to haunt you because now Cardi B's attorney, I'm sure they're aware of this money being transferred in the midst of a court case that has to do with a $4 million settlement. So, of course, they're going to come after her for that money over there in Mali.
In order to reorganize stuff, just so I could function as a business and still pay my bills. Never said I wasn't going to pay that lady. What you're not going to do is you're not going to come out here and you're not going to play in my face. Because when we was in court, you talked all that shit. Oh, bitch, you're going to have to see me. You're going to have to see me. But you came up in that courtroom with bodyguards. Why you come in a federal courtroom with bodyguards? And it was during COVID. Nobody was allowed in there. We both took the back door. But you was steady talking shit with your bodyguard standing right there. I even gave this lady fucking aspirin when she had a migraine one day in court. Nobody else had no headache medicine. I had to give it to her. Now, granted, I'm not saying that my behavior was the best because I did drag that lady. But that's just me. I'm from Florida, y'all. I'm from Florida. We don't take no shit. All of this shit started over an interview that I did that I refused to take down. And the reason I refused to take it down is because if I would have took that interview down, every celebrity would have been like, take this down. I had to establish my brand. Win, lose, or draw. Done what I'm doing on this level, especially with this type of celebrity down your neck. 5 years she was chasing me and should have been chasing an album. Should have been promoting an album. You know? And now you're trying to promote an album 6 years later. But all I'm going to say is this. I'm the media. Okay? I'm the media. And if I wanna decide one day, hire a production company to produce the court case, I'm well within my legal right to do that, and it would be public for the entire world to see. So if you still want to play with me, I'm trying to work out a payment plan with you, but you playing. You still want to play with me, I'm going to make this money that way. I'm going to make this money producing a document, the pre-trial, the trial, and after the trial. And I'm going to put in every single court transcript in there. Things that came out of your mouth, things that came out of that judge's mouth. All the evidence that they would not allow in.
But here's the thing, folks. Cardi B can do the same thing because she's got the money to do it. And that's the thing that Tasha K is failing to understand. That Cardi B is not on the things that you want to do. She can make it happen. So if you want to do these things, you don't have to talk about it. She can just use ideas, right? And circumvent you, cut off your bread like that.
And that judge sat there and told you, oh my God, I'm a fan of your work. And you started laughing. He had no business presiding over that case if he was a fan of your work. He had no business. But because I was already knee deep in with my lawyers, I couldn't afford to fire those lawyers and hire new ones. I had to run what was within my budget. Listen, I don't have to release her medical records, but her medical records are in the court case. It's sort of like an autopsy report. You ever see crime news stories? And they release that. It's public record now. It's in Pacer. I can release everything that she testified to with those test results that did not have her name on those test results. The test results said Bonnie something. And they came from a doctor that worked at UCLA in California. When they ordered the medical record had 2 pieces of paper. She had her kids either at Piedmont, Atlanta, or in New York. She ain't had no baby out there in California. So why is your medical record coming from California? Well, all I'm saying is I don't want to do that. I really don't want to do that. I really don't want to produce a full-length documentary because Lord knows to end between me and her. To end. My brand has been doing exceptionally well. despite the huge monetary setback, you know, we ain't lost no food. We ain't lost no numbers, you know? So I don't want to have to do that. You talk about my kids ain't going to go to college. Well, yours, at the rate that Offset is going, it seems like yours is going to be raised by you as a single mother and him. And they're going to be calling another woman stepmama at the rate you're going because you're too busy. And everybody business, and you're not paid to be in that business. I'm paid to be in people business. You're not paid to be in people business. Okay? You not paid. I get paid. This is what I do. You commenting on billionaire shit. You commenting on everything that's going on the blogs. It's given you don't want to be a rapper. It's given that you want to be a blogger. That's why you stay heavy in the blogs. You want to control our news because secretly, deep down, that's what you want to do. You want to be a blogger. You want to be the media. You not paid. I get paid. This is what I do. You commenting on billionaire shit. You commenting on everything that's going on the blogs. Even you don't want to be a rapper. It's given that you want to be a blogger. That's why you stay heavy in the blogs. You want to control our news because secretly, deep down, that's what you want to do. You want to be a blogger. You want to be the media. Everybody knows when a celebrity start taking ads of that caliber that you take at Walmart, the bag is not the same. Beyonce, Nicki Minaj, all of them would never take those type of ads. That's money that you have to take. Offset can't release no albums. He get paid off of old streams. He in court. You sold your rights to your album. And what I said yesterday about Atlantic.
Can somebody tell me why Tasha K is still looking into Cardi B's business? She haven't learned her lesson. Leave that woman business alone. Pay her $4 million and be done with her. But don't try to keep up with what's going on with Cardi B. This is where Tasha K is getting herself messed up. She's still looking into Cardi B's business and still blogging about it.
Atlantic has reported, this is public news. This is public because Atlantic is shareholder. Atlantic has reported the biggest loss ever. Kodak Black, I was just talking to Kodak Black's team. They couldn't even afford to pay for Kodak Black's studio time. He just got out of Atlanta. He just left Atlantic. And they refused to give any more money towards her because her budget is too big and she did not bring in the money that they put into the album. Yes, the album makes money, but she doesn't collect those royalties because she sold her rights to her catalog. So it goes to a company. I think it's Warner Brothers, if I'm not mistaken. Her streams go to Warner Brothers because she sold her catalog too early. Now she needs more money, but the label is like, you didn't tour, you didn't push this album, so no, we're not giving you any more money. That's why you ain't seen them flash off new cars and jewelry and stuff like that. She posting videos of old cars that she bought in 2018 that don't start, that's dusty. Let me tell you this. Rich people, real rich people, let me tell you this. Rich people have people to wash their cars, whether they drive them or not. She got over $1 million+ of cars in a garage that's dusty and got bird shit on them, but you can't afford to pay a lawn guy to wash the cars, crank them up, drive them. They just sitting in a dusty garage with nasty ass dirty dogs. Don't even get me started with the landlord that contacted me a couple years back before she bought that house over there off Glen Ridge. You know what I'm saying? In Atlanta. The dogs in the house was so filthy. He had to spend over $10,000 restoring his house. Matter of fact, Larry Reed ended up moving into the house after they moved out. They left the house in such disarray. They couldn't even believe people live like that.
Now, y'all, please tell me why Tasha K is all into this woman's business still. After she lost that $4 million suit, let me tell you something. If I lost $4 million in a lawsuit, I would put my distance from that person who is going to be getting my $4 million. Tasha K have not learned her lesson, clearly. Because this hair is a dragging, okay? She is dragging Cardi B once again. So she's opening herself up to new defamation charges.
Okay? So listen, that lady want to get on and screen, embezzlement, and all of this, I'm under the federal court. The federal court has access to every single book and bank account I have. Every single one. They're going back years. They're going back years. I don't have no reason to lie out here about me being broke. I'm broke. I done been broke before.
Again, like I said, Tasha made her mistake when it became public knowledge that she was transferring all that money into the Mali bank. And she may not have any money in the US, but she's got, according to the internet, something in a range of $800,000 over there in Mali. And that goes a long way. She's a millionaire in Mali. So you got to be careful, folks, what you put out there, because people do remember. You may forget what you put out, but people remember. Now, Cardi B is threatening to get all that money plus the house plus more, because Cardi put it out there that her lawyers are aware that Tasha K hid money in the African bank. So they are well aware of what's going on because they tune into YouTube and everything that's being said.
And hopefully one day I'm going to be up again. Once I get through this, it's going to be a long process. But I'm going to get through it like I get through everything else. But please, lady, please, 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 please. If I won $4 million, I wouldn't have to get out here and argue with no bitch about nothing. I wouldn't have to do it. The judgment says it right there in black and white. I ain't got to argue with you. I ain't got to play with you no more. I ain't got to do none of that. And I cannot be sued. For those of y'all saying I'm about to be sued again, I am under federal bankruptcy protection. I'm under federal nobody's even allowed to file a lawsuit against me for the next 3 to 5 years. So get out of here with that. I can say what I want.
But here's the thing about bankruptcy and lawsuits. Anything coming before the bankruptcy, you're protected. But anything after the bankruptcy, you're not protected. This is why your lawyer will tell you to list all your debts before they file for that bankruptcy. Now, after the bankruptcy has been filed, anything after that, you're not protected because it's after the bankruptcy filing.
Do what I want. But I've learned a huge lesson, interviewing people, knowing how to report my news. I even have a lawyer that vets my news before it goes out. Same lawyer that works for CNN. Like, I literally have someone doing pre-vet so I don't find myself in that situation again. Because I was talking to bloggers. They was like, we were scared for you. I was like, y'all ain't have to be scared, because I knew, listen, this ain't the first time something like this has happened, and I'm going to figure it out. And I've been figuring it out.
What somebody else said to you is still hearsay yet again. See, you haven't learned, Tasha K. I guess you're going to figure it out. But be very careful. Be very careful. Because Tasha K is under the impression that nobody can come after her because she filed Chapter 11. But everything that is in that filing is before. Everything else that's coming after, people can go after you and still put a lawsuit on you. Remember, the previous defamation suit was for allegations that were not proven to be founded in court. But going forward, there's no such, she can't be tried for double jeopardy for the same thing. But it can be a new defamation suit for new allegations.
But I can't help that I'm entertaining. I can't help that y'all love my blogs. I can't help that y'all, you know what I'm saying? And I can't help that the haters hate me. The haters be under the post before the actual winos do. But please do not force me. Do not force me to make a documentary.
Again, Tasha K is doing too much talking because Cardi B can go ahead and do a documentary on everything that has happened in the court between her and Tasha K, circumventing her putting out her documentary. In that way, whenever Tasha K decides to put hers out, everybody would know already what was said and what was done in the courtroom. So Tasha K is doing too much talking, man. She needs to zip it up when it comes to Cardi B and just do what she needs to do.
You don't want to go down that road again. That was the longest 3 weeks of both of our lives sitting in that courtroom, waiting on you to whoop my ass. You didn't do nothing.
Now, why would Cardi B want to beat her ass in the courtroom? I don't understand that one. I mean, it doesn't make sense. Tasha K is not thinking. Cardi B beat Tasha K's ass when it comes to dollars, but not physical beating. That's not what grown adults do. You fight it out in the courtroom, the best man win. Period. That's what happened.
You talk big shit out here, but you don't back it up. You're a Karen in real life because you really bright white like one.
But let's briefly examine what would have happened if Cardi B had laid hands on Tasha K like she wanted. Cardi B would have spent, I'm sure, some time in jail or maybe pay a heavy fine. If she spent time in the jail, that means she would be away from her husband and her kids. And what would she have accomplished? Does not make sense. Why would Cardi B want to fight over something like that? As grown adults, you don't take your anger out physically. You let the law fight for you. And that's what happened in this case. So I really don't understand where this dislike is coming from with Tasha K and Cardi B. Even if Cardi B said something like that to women, you as a blogger should let it get to this point where you're $4 million all because you wanted to do it. You've got children. You've got a future that you should be thinking of with your own children and your husband and not worry about what Cardi B and her family is doing. But it just seems to be too much now. It's really too much. Because I know for me, if I had that type of judgment, $4 million that I had to pay to some celebrity for a story that I put out, I would stay very far from that celebrity. I wouldn't say nothing about that person going forward. Nothing at all. Mums would be the word.
But you don't back it up. You're a Karen in real life because you really bright white like one. She bright white with thin skin. Like Karen. She's no gangster. She's nothing. So listen, I wish her the best. I wish her children the best. I wish her and her husband the best. Okay?
So this video is a Tasha K video that she put out that Night and Day Network aired on their platform, and I got it from their platform. But Tasha K did put a video out, so it's not an exclusive. So YouTubers, drop your comments. This is just getting out of hand between Tasha K and Cardi B. Enough is enough. Tasha K needs to think about her children and lay off of Cardi B because it's not serving her purpose. It put her in $4 million in debt. And I don't know, she put the money in the Mali bank, but we're going to see what Cardi B's lawyers do concerning that money because Cardi B and her lawyers know that she did that, hiding funds, just before a verdict was declared in her trial against Cardi B. So we're going to see in the near future or distant future what it's going to be. So YouTubers, drop your comments. If you did not press that thumbs up, the like button, please do so at this point before leaving the page. I'm over and out. I'll see you guys on the next video. Thank you for watching.